Hey there, Zesty Boys. Welcome back to the Zesty Podcast. My name, of course, is Tony Shire.
Nigel.
Joey back now.
And it's the post-Christmas episode. We all took our time to sacrifice goats and lambs to our God of choice on Christmas. And
As always.
so we took a rest, and now we're back
Sacrament.
Sacrifice, all sorts of things. What did you sacrifice to your gods of choice?
I found 13 fresh virgins.
Is it because you have 13 gods, or just 13 for
just,
one god?
Just one god.
Okay.
He's a greedy one. I'll tell you that. He wants
understandable.
He wants it. I found some applicants. They applied. They actually applied. I'm a leader of a cult, actually.
Oh.
And I got them, and God's happy, needless to say.
There we
You
go.
told me.
What about you, Joseph? What'd you sacrifice?
I sacrificed a couple bottles of Evan Williams eggnog.
Hey-o. The
to,
green label?
Yep, green label.
All right.
Evan Williams green label eggnog. I don't know if there's any other label, actually.
Of eggnog, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
I don't think there is either.
But I almost brought that onto the Zesty Brews.
I would have been very upset.
That would have been fun.
What's in eggnog?
I think it depends. I mean, typically bourbon, but then
Oh, so it's like whiskey is the liquor inside of it.
depends.
What do you mean
rum.
depend? Oh.
There's like rum in it. So Evan Williams is like whiskey.
Yeah.
But like I also my favorite eggnog is Pennsylvania Dutch eggnog, and that's got rum and bourbon in it.
Okay.
And then Nicky likes to put a little gin in his eggnog.
Well,
What?
Nicky likes gin, and he's
Nicky
a weirdo.
likes to put a little gin in his eggnog.
As of December
What?
21st, when he
Nicky
turned
likes to put a
21.
little. Yeah, Nicky did. He turned 21, so he's
I
been
had
drinking
no idea.
So he's only known what he likes in his eggnog for 4 years, or for 4 days,
for 4 days. Yes.
because he's a good Christian boy. Even
Exactly.
though Christianity does not mean you shouldn't drink at 21, because
It
Jesus
absolutely does not mean
fucking
that.
turn water to wine and shit
Jesus
like
turned
that.
water to wine.
That's just U.S. laws, and if you associate U.S. with Christianity, you're part of the problem. You know.
I would say
My
if
blood
you're
is on the
praying,
vine.
if you're blessing the food before a meal, bless the drinks too.
Less the drinks.
That's what I always do.
Well, I sacrificed 9 chickens, 9 goats, 9 cows, and 9 humans to Valhalla, Odin, Thor, Loki, all the good gods,
Thor.
you know.
Sovereign guard.
What's the there's the one that's the god of law.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a
Yeah, I know
John
his name.
Foy?
I'm not gonna tell you. John Foy, the strong arm.
there's Freya,
Freya,
the
she's
goddess
good.
queen.
But yeah, all the gods, they got their sweet blood, and I put a little on my face, just like we're supposed to.
Yeah.
And, you know, hopefully we'll have a good 9 years. I'll do it again in 9 years, because every 9.
Nice.
Because there's 9 gods.
So in 2030, we're back.
We're
it's
back.
God
Well,
celebrating
2029.
season. Oh, I'm sorry. 2029, we're celebrating the Norse gods again.
Exactly.
And then
we're
2038.
we'll sacrifice things throughout the years, but, you know,
2047.
2047.
And then 2056.
We'll go back.
2065.
We'll sacrifice
Think
no more
about
humans.
that. We're probably going to
2074.
be awake. We're probably going to be alive in 2065.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Imagine that.
Hopefully, imagine. You know, after the last pandemic in 1920-ish, there was the Roaring 20s afterwards. So maybe we're just gonna boom after this, and Joe Biden's gonna be responsible for all of it.
I heard that Joe Biden. I heard that whole thing about December 21st when the planets aligned with Jupiter and Saturn.
I tried to go out and look. I think I might have saw it,
Yeah,
but
I saw a picture.
Unless you have a telescope, it's
Yeah.
not
I
really
saw it.
cool.
I saw a picture, and I don't know if it was real or not, but it was like you clearly saw Saturn in its ring.
But if you had a
That's cool.
telescope,
Yeah,
like,
I mean it was also just a very probably a lot of money was spent to get that picture, but
But also, can't you see like Saturn any given night?
Can't
like, with
you
its
see?
ring, if you've got a good enough telescope.
Can't you see?
It's just because Jupiter and Saturn were like in the
every
same
night.
shot. The
Yeah.
conjunction of spheres,
Oh.
if you will.
But anyways, they said last time this happened, the Renaissance period started shortly after.
Oh, cool.
So we're gonna have maybe some good art and some good economy after this.
Yeah,
Start
a lot of good
investing. Buy.
stocks.
Zesty stock. We're going up.
Buy.
We should make some just regular ZestyBoyz merch to go up on the Teespring also, because we have Zesty Brews right now.
Yeah, no,
We need some regular Zesty merch.
I think we should.
Zesty merch.
I need,
What's
I
like-
need to get some to wear.
Zesty merch with the Zesty birch.
What's like a a phrase from the Zesty pod that we always say.
Just kind of a dick.
Yeah, just a penis.
Hyper realistic.
What's up?
What about Mitchell complaining about something?
What about Tony disagreeing with the popular opinion?
There you go.
Yeah. Those are two things. What about Joey just sitting here not understanding what's going on?
Joey being quiet for most of the time.
I mean, honestly.
There we go.
It's just me staring into the camera.
We should get just a minimalist picture of us at a table. Like
Minimalist. Like extremely minimalist. like as minimalist as possible.
Barely
just
can
like
tell
a
they're humans.
brown base with like three stick people.
There's 3 lines and 1 line for a table.
Blonde hair, hat, brown hair.
There you go.
Yeah, hat with small beard.
Hat with small beard. What was your favorite thing you got for Christmas, Mitchell? If you're Christian.
I'm pagan. I got
Me too.
a bidet.
Haven't
but
not like a nice one, right? Does it
not
have
the temperature controlled
does it have
one?
temperature control?
Not the temperature controlled one.
Oh, so like a shitty bidet. Is it like one of like the low brow tushies?
I don't even think it's tushy.
Oh,
I told
man.
my mom to get tushy, but I don't think she got tushy.
You just like spraying your asshole with this like weird water.
Same water.
Shit. No, it's weird. You don't
water.
have highbrow water.
You're getting water from the same place.
I don't know about that. You don't have a tushy.
There's no filter on there.
That's just like having a homeless guy spit on your butthole. After
It's
you
better than
shit.
wiping. I mean,
Sounds
it's
It's
not.
not. I'd rather wipe than use your bidet. What was your best gift, Joey?
I got a really
rate
good grill set.
Amazing.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Thank you.
So Mitch just got a 2 out of 10. You got a 10 out of 10 for what your parents got
Oh,
you.
you got for Christmas, Tony.
I don't celebrate Christmas.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do. I just celebrate whenever people want to give me presents. Send presents to me. I'll celebrate it. I got some boots. Well,
Wow.
Yeah.
Where are you hiking to, bud?
No, cowboy boots.
Oh,
I'm joining. I'm joining the PBR circuit. I'm gonna become a pro bull rider.
I believe it.
So I was looking at it, and even if you're like ranked number like 60-ish, you're still making like $80K a year to ride bulls.
Wow.
For 6 seconds at a time. If you can hold on for 8 seconds, there you go. You're good to go.
You're a god.
And it's just grip strength. It can't be that hard, riding a bull.
Yeah.
Just go out there one night a week, just going like for 8 seconds, then you make $80K a year. Seems easy.
Then you get gored by a bull that's pissed off.
Nah, that's what the clowns are for.
Yeah.
And so I figured I needed to get cowboy boots. And so,
How do I get to be a rodeo clown?
well, you just gotta start dressing like a clown, and then you show up to a rodeo, and
And
they'll be
get
like, "All right, get
smashed
in
by
there.
bulls.
Your shift started," and then you get your envelope full of money afterwards. I
Have you
assume that's how it works.
Have you seen those videos of the clowns and they're like sitting at a poker table and they release a bull and the bull like goes after the clowns at the table?
I have not.
It's awesome.
Is it good?
It's like literally a series. Well, not a series, but it's like an event that happens at a rodeo where I think it's not like at every rodeo, but like it's something they could do.
Not the rodeos I've been to. I'd like to see it though.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of videos of them on YouTube. It's like clowns like sitting at a table like this one, and they release a bull and they just kind of like hang out until the bull eventually like notices them and just like absolutely.
You gotta get some pretty
demolishes.
good adrenaline going being a rodeo clown. We should all be rodeo clowns. Like not for our full-time job, but like on a weekend. It's like, what are we doing tonight? Oh, we're
Yeah.
gonna go be rodeo clowns. Fuck it.
Fun.
It will be fun.
You gotta do running with the bulls in Spain.
Yeah, you don't get paid for that though. You get paid to
Yeah.
be a rodeo clown.
Probably not much.
Not much, I would assume, but more than running with the bulls in Spain.
Maybe if you're like an X Games rodeo clown, because like X Games always has sick like
Do they have a rodeo?
yeah they do.
Oh, yeah, I could see them having that, like Monster sponsoring it.
eh,
Monster
nah.
sponsors all the good rodeo, all the bull riders.
Talking.
If you go on the PBR website, Pro Bull Riding, not Pabst Blue Ribbon, they have. If you go to the athletes page, they have number 1 human and number 1 bull, and they go all the way down in rankings with humans and bulls. And you get to see everyone's percentages.
Who's the number 1 bull right now?
What was its name? I can't remember.
Look it up.
Smooth Criminal was one of them. I was looking at the website the other day.
That's awesome.
Let's
I
see.
wonder if LeBron James devoted his whole life to bull riding.
He's too tall. All of
If
them are
he
like
beat that
5'5".
Yeah, that sounds like it.
Yeah, see, even right here, like pro athletes, you see 1 human, 1 bull, 1 human, 1 bull. You
Let
can
me.
Bull's an
yeah,
athlete.
Jose Victor Leme, and then Smooth Operator is the number 1
Smooth
bull.
operator. That's
Number
it.
2 is Chiseled. Number 3 is Air Support. 4 is Hocus Pocus, and 5 is Dirt Gangster.
That's awesome.
And those are the ones I care about.
Those are such good names.
You can tell which bull riders are like afraid of bull riding by if none of these guys haven't. A lot of Brazilians are bull riders. Like got a lot of top guys. This guy Cole Melancon, he has neck supports.
Melanson.
He's a huge baby, worried about neck damage. Why don't you just be a better bull rider? That's what I say.
I mean, even if you're a good bull rider, isn't like
nah, see,
and
he's just worried about falling and hitting his head. Like, nah, don't wear neck supports.
nah.
Be a good bull rider. That's all I say to Cole.
Are you one of those
Melanson.
people that like if
I'm a
someone wears
purist.
gloves in the gym or something?
Oh God! Make sure you get gloves that match your purse. That's all I say to them.
or the pad on the squat bar.
I always wear a pad on the squat bar, even though it's a baby thing. It's because my spine comes out
Dude,
so
I don't
much.
get why people are so against it.
Even if I use like no weight on the bar, just like having, just because the way my spine, you could probably see my spine if I do that, and it just hurts so bad. I end up with bruises on my
Hold
shoulders
mic for a little bit
I'm so skinny.
so I can lean back.
That doesn't work well for squats for me. That's why I just don't squat. You know, you don't need it.
Yeah.
You don't need legs.
I would love to squat, but our gym that we go to has like a group of high schoolers that gets
They
there
bully
about
you.
the same time every day. I mean, they probably would, honestly, but I just stay away from them because I'm
Mm.
scared of them. But they like fucking set up shop right where like the bars are, like the squat bar and the
Yeah.
deadlift places. And
See,
like,
I like to take the bar, put on like the top like rung, and then just do pull-ups on the bar, just so someone else can't
sit
use
there
it.
and do curls and
I just do
squat rack.
push-ups right under it.
I mean, they fucking sit there and just talk about shit. There was one girl the other day that was like,
Are they girls or guys?
there were girls and guys.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the whole fucking high school. is
Well,
there.
it's like a bunch of guys that lift, and then the girls that like hang out with the
They
guys
wear
that
yoga
lift.
pants,
Yeah.
and like a
There's some-
hoodie that has like no sleeves.
There was some drama in there the other day.
Uh-oh.
You were there, but I don't know if y'all noticed. But one of the girls was crying, and I could.
In
I
the
was,
gym?
yeah, I was listening to
out
what-
of all places.
Yeah, they're like something that they said was like hurt her feelings, and she started crying.
God,
I'm like, get
Nice.
out of here!
to be a high school gym rat, I wish.
Get out of here! It's
Mm.
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. That's
I
the
don't
place
know.
to do it, though. Imagine the sex those high schoolers are having. Sex I didn't have in high school.
With-
Yeah, that's right.
All of them underage.
You don't. I mean, there's no age of having sex with certain people. There is, but if you're both 15, it's legal. If you're both 12, it's legal. But if
Mm.
you're 30 and there's a 12-year-old, that's illegal.
It's very illegal.
See, how could sex be illegal? This is a. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna find a weird hill to die on right here.
Nope, nope, the wrong hill to die on.
How can a plant be illegal though? How can they say, "Hey, weed's illegal"? How can they say,
bureaucracy?
"Oh, if you're"? I mean, that's how. But like, why are we all okay with that? You cannot take opium and make opiate pills out of it unless you're a big business.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
why
just-
is that different than being just a single person in their house growing poppies and making opium?
Yeah, it's just because we've been doing it for so. The only reason people accept it is because it's just been the way it's been for
It's
so
the
long.
establishment. As long as you're a rich person, anything is okay.
It's the same reason why like nudity and shit and sex is like taboo because we were founded by like Puritans and that kind
Mhm.
of stuck around.
Yeah. Why? Yeah. I'm very sex positive. I like to
Yeah.
think, but yeah.
Why is a
pe-
boob bad?
people who have
Why is a boob bad?
why is titties bad? Why should I go to
What's
jail?
wrong with the boobie?
No, but people who have sex education as just be abstinent. That's
the worst.
that is
fucking
the
thing.
worst thing you can do for a person. Because
Same with drugs.
Yeah.
You can't lie and be like, drugs aren't good. I mean, obviously you take.
weed makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Weed's basically good for you.
If you let people know, it's like you'll feel good, but also if you fucking do it, you're gonna
Never
have some-
use pills unless a doctor says it's okay.
Yeah,
That's
then
fine.
just abuse them
Yeah, that's
till they're gone. Then you have a fucking oxy addiction.
in 50 years. I hope that the documentaries that people are making are like, look at the fucking opioid use in the
Yeah.
2000s. I hope it's gone by then, and everyone's like, wow, what fucking idiots! Like how we say like, oh, cocaine used to be a drug. Like, why were they fucking using cocaine as a
Yeah.
drug? Hopefully, they'll be like, why was opium used as a drug in the future? I just think all drugs should be legal, and
Yeah.
that would make everything be better. It works in whatever country did it, Peru or
Yeah.
Portugal. one of
All
the Ps.
drugs illegal.
All drugs legal.
Oh, I thought you said
Decriminalized.
illegal. I was like, I mean, that's an
Yeah,
awful idea.
Decriminalized, because And like, if you look at most interviews with heroin addicts, they don't want to be doing heroin. They just have to because they're addicted to it. And if you have like clinics to where they give you heroin in like low doses and safe needles and shit, it's healthy, or not healthy,
slows the spread of AIDS.
Better for you, slows all that shit. It gives them counseling.
Yeah.
I don't know. People get sucked into drugs because they listen to doctors who are like, I take these pills because this one pill rep came in and said, hey, I'll give you this clock and a new golf clubs if you give them Roboplexin. It's like, okay, I'll give them Roboplexin.
I saw something about I think it was a Joe Rogan podcast with some guy talking about cartels and shit in Mexico, and how like the illegal drug trade in America is what fuels cartels in Mexico.
If weed was legal and coke was legal, cartels would not be a thing, because then there would be government entities making it, and
it's scary, man. The Mexican cartel is like stronger than the Mexican army now.
It's scary when they invade like cities and shit, and then the army just can't even deal with it.
Yeah,
I think it's a lot of it is U.S. media that makes Mexico seem, because I know I'm like, okay, well, if I go to Mexico on a resort, I'll be fine, but if I go into like Mexico, that's scary and there's cartels and shit. But that's just like from the news and the media making me think Mexico's evil. I'm sure if you go to 98% of Mexico, you'll be fine. But
I don't know.
Because if you go to 98% of if you go to like fucking Compton, there's lots of Crips and Bloods all over the place. You're not gonna be safe.
Yeah.
But if you go to Mexico, there's places where there's cartels and shit. You won't be safe.
Yeah, I think it's pretty rampant though. Like a lot of places.
Is it rampant, or is that what the news wants us to think?
I mean,
so that we'll build the wall.
Based on, I don't know much, but based on, it was a guy that is from Mexico. Ed Calderon, I think his name is.
It could very well. I could very well be wrong. I'm just assuming.
And he was talking about how big of a problem it is there.
Really?
I don't think he had any like reason to talk about it other than just it is happening in his own country.
Yeah.
So
no, I've never been to Mexico, so I can't personally say.
Yeah.
I was just assuming, since how much all sorts of media
I'm sure
lies.
I'm sure it's not like everywhere you go is like you're gonna fucking
I
die.
hate that media is becoming one of those like political power words now too. Like everything is become, because you can't say media without sounding like you're like
the liberal media.
Exactly. Like media is most of them are politically charged in some sense or another, but it's becoming the same as saying liberal or conservative, which was the old Democrat or Republican.
Libby.
Democrat used to be the same word as liberal, because people don't care what it means. They just care which one's blue and which one's red, which ones they're told to vote for.
Did y'all see that the University of Michigan is banning the words picnic, dummy, and crazy?
Really?
Yeah, the picnic.
Why?
I think it was something about race. Picnic was because back in the day, whenever like towns and shit would do, or like Ku Klux Klan would do like organized killings of black people, they would all have a picnic afterwards, and that's what they called it. And so there was like
picnic.
And that's what. But you know,
I don't think I've ever had a picnic, so.
Yeah, I've never had a picnic either. I don't care that much, but it's also
I don't
like
eat on the ground.
Banning language like is just like a slippery slope.
That's like the word, like I'll go. I don't use the N-word, but like banning.
I don't commonly.
Yeah, I know, because I don't commonly use retarded, but I say retarded sometimes, especially like I like using it because of the weight that other people give it.
Yeah,
but. By banning a word, it makes it all the more powerful for people to use. If the word fuck wasn't a bad word, like if a second grader said fuck in the classroom, he would get suspended or some shit. But if it was just like, okay, you said fuck, then people wouldn't use it anymore or as much, because fuck isn't a bad word anymore.
Yeah.
Words only have the weight that people give them. So if picnic becomes a bad word and saying picnic is racist, then white supremacists are just going to start you saying picnic because it's racist. But right now, everyone says picnic and no one gives a shit. But if you give it the weight, then it has weight.
It's the same like the Florida Gators.
Gator bait,
chomping. They said that had like racist history.
I see why. I don't support it, but I see why it is, because they used to use slave babies as bait.
Yeah.
But saying this is racist. This is the mouth of an alligator.
Yeah.
How can an animal be racist?
Yeah.
Animals hate everything.
It's like how far. It's like just how far can you when you start banning language? I really hate banning.
That's
words.
the same as what fucking Hitler did. He burned books because as Rage Against the Machine says, you don't have to burn the books. You just remove them. If you make words unallowed, then it gives them all the weight and makes that's stupid. If you forget the past, you're doomed to repeat it.
That's what in 1984, like they started like removing words to dumb, so people couldn't communicate. I mean, that's a little extreme for what's happening now, but
I feel like dummy is similar to retarded. Because I know and slow, all that stuff used to be used for mentally ill people. I don't know. I don't use retarded to refer to people who have mental disabilities. I use it to refer to people who are being dummies. So can I not say dummy thick without being racist anymore?
It's very racist. And then in French, the word for slow is retard.
Retard, yeah. What are you supposed to do? Like in music, you'll see some things that say like retarding, because you're supposed to play it slow. Yeah. If you want to make a process slower, you're trying to retard the process. It just means slow. It's the same thing, but people put weight behind it. There's one word like moron or one of those idiot, moron. One of those words used to be the word they used to describe mentally ill people. Yeah. And no one cares anymore.
Moron.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
What was the other word? What?
I think both idiot and moron.
You think so? It could very, very possibly be that.
I remember hearing that from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking moron.
What was the other word? Picnic, dummy, and what?
Crazy.
Crazy. Really?
Yeah.
That's all horrible.
No one's gonna stop saying crazy.
I'm gonna look up the reasons why, just so I can explain.
I remember at one time my girlfriend was on at our college a Black Students Coalition, and she was invited because she wasn't black, and they just wanted all sorts of
start a discussion or
it
dialogue.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, it does.
And she's a well-known person on the campus and I don't know, just a good person. And they were trying to decide what to do for it was February and they were doing events for Black History Month.
Yeah.
And she suggested doing a picnic because Young Harris had an awesome
green space,
green field, and she got chewed out for suggesting it
for the word picnic.
Yeah, and she was pretty upset about it because she came back to me and was like, I mean, I just felt really bad. They said I was racist, and she was like, I didn't know that picnic was a racist term.
Yeah,
and that's one of those where I was like, but I vividly remember it was picnic, the word, and she said we should do a picnic in the field. And she got chewed out pretty bad. It's in that meeting.
See, that's the kind of stuff that makes me upset. Is if someone doesn't know, you can educate them without being mean to them. If I don't know picnic is a racist term, just tell me, and then I know because I haven't been taught that picnic is a racist term.
Exactly, but also I'm I mean, maybe this is ignorant of me, but I'm picnic, picnic,
yeah.
Apparently, it's false. The thought of it being a racist thing in the past is just not true. It's an internet thing. It came from. It says, the word picnic actually comes from the 17th century word picnic, or maybe it's just picnic. I don't know. I just assumed. A term used to describe a social gathering in which attendees each contributed with a portion of food, literally a picnic. They also banned. They have a whole list here. Blacklist, brown bag, crazy and insane.
A brown bag? Insane in the membrane.
Disabled.
Disabled?
When referring to a system.
But at the same time, though,
blacklisted. I mean, I could
gypped.
Gypped?
That's a common word in the movie industry.
Yeah, but being blacklisted. But it's a lot of industries. I could see why. I could definitely see where the race could come from being blacklisted. If you're on the blacklist, I could see that being racist. I don't know the history of the word blacklist, but
there's a point when the meaning of the word exceeds it's
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What the
Anything
word
can
is.
be racist or be not racist if people decide it is. Like if you take you can take offense to something. They're just any word is just a made up sound.
They want to ban long time no see.
What?
I don't know where that one came from.
Long time no see.
A few of them, low man on the totem pole.
Yeah, because totem pole, I can see that being
and also
offensive to
It's
Native
still-
American.
I don't know.
it's like I don't agree
Totem
with
poles
them
still
doing.
exist though.
It's like I don't agree with them doing it. I'm trying to figure out
Oh no,
where it starts.
These are all just figures of
the
speech.
long time no see.
That's
it comes up with alternative terms. Long time no see. Instead say
Been a
it's been a
while.
while.
been a
Or,
while.
I haven't seen you in ages.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
long time no see. Why is that? Is it because like
They want to ban native.
what?
The word native.
Native? Like
Yeah.
that's like an
That's a
what
bad one.
word are you gonna use instead? It could be
Built in, innate.
innate. Okay, if they started with innate, that would be the racist one because you're just saying things that are like native plants, like they're offending those plants.
I saw a list similar to that. It was someone from Young Harris sharing a list of like words that should be banned, and there were words like y'all was on it
Mhm.
Oh my god.
because of its southern connotation.
Okay,
and because
so,
like obviously if you use y'all, you're racist.
Long time no see is derogatory to Asians. Long time no see is non-inclusive because it eliminates the identifying noun. Zara al-Saloom tells Rocky Mountain. It eliminates the identifying noun is why it's racist. Or it's to Asians
So it's
specifically.
the word you, like
Long time
it's
no
been a long
see.
time I haven't seen you.
Is now considered racist at Colorado State, for example. Non-inclusive is a euphemism for racism. What the fuck? Long time
So
no
you're
see
racist
is
if you don't
non-inclusive.
use proper grammar.
Moreover, he did not say how long time no see denigrates Asians. The Rocky Mountain old American slang term, which is probably shortening for "Good morning, no see you." NPR claims. Notably, long time no see first appeared in a book called 31 Years on Plains in the Mountains. So
That's silly.
they won't say why it's racist. They just say it is racist,
Well,
essentially.
And maybe I'll get canceled by this, but
Uh-oh. Turn up his mic.
I always say long time no see. Like
I do
I
as well.
always go down to like Abby's house and like I see her family, and it's usually like a few weeks
Long
or so
time no see.
in between like them.
I usually say that to people when I just recently saw them. Like if I saw them like
Yeah,
passing us in the
yeah.
mall, it's like, oh hey, long time no see.
Yeah, like tonight when we get together to play D&D, I might say, "Hey, long time no see. What's
Mhm.
up?"
Yeah, I just think any word you have is like the weight that a word has is given by the receiver. If you're offended by something, that's your own fault. There are things that are notably offensive and you shouldn't say, but in the
Well-
grand scheme of things, every word is just made up sounds that you gave weight to yourself.
Yeah, I don't know how to like judge the weight, but like I feel like the weight of long time no see is far less than a Confederate flag.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, and that's like I was on TikTok today and like I saw like some girl like posted some TikTok of her being hot and like someone was like, "It's the Confederate flag in the background for me," and then someone like responded to them and was like, "It's literally a piece of cloth," and like I didn't respond because I don't get involved in things like
Yeah.
this, but like I wanted to say like symbolism, a word you've ever like heard of, like.
Mhm.
I mean, like the weight of a Confederate flag or like a Nazi flag is like
It's shot in,
massive.
yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
massive.
It's
Like
shot in the
that
head with a
symbol.
bullet. Be like, oh, it's just a piece of metal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
But I
or
mean, that's
like
just
I could like like use the N word to describe
Mm-hmm.
a black person, and it's like, Joey, that's massively offensive.
Mhm.
It is, and
Just a
then I
word.
say, oh, it's just a word. Like saying that like the
it is
Confederate
just a word,
flag,
but it is
Yeah.
a word that we've all decided is bad.
yeah, it's terrible.
But I'm just saying, if like I think Louis C.K. is the one who had the bit where he's like, if we name a cookie the N word and start like a really delicious cookie, then it just becomes a word and it doesn't hurt anyone's feelings anymore because like
Yeah.
calling someone a Chips Ahoy, like
Yeah.
it means nothing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which it
yeah.
is the symbolism though. Like it very much will hurt people's feelings and be very insensitive to say the N word to someone. But it's never been tested, but I think Louis C.K. hit a good point when he was saying the thing about like if you just made a delicious cookie everyone likes called the N-word, it would make calling someone it much less because you're just calling. If you give the word another meaning, then it's like, oh well, you're just being stupid. And like it means nothing. You didn't hurt my feelings.
Well, that's like the beauty of language. It's like,
but as a straight white male, I'm not the one who determines that because compared to most people's, in the country I live in, I have not had nearly as many struggles.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, but also like, I mean, well, no but there. That's just the beauty of language. Like it's like if we replaced the word like, I don't know, aroma,
pussy,
the word aroma with the word stupid, like it's like, wow, I really like the stupid of that candle.
Yeah.
Or like,
the pen is mightier than the sword, as they say.
You're a real aroma.
Yeah.
You're a real aroma idiot.
Hey.
Like,
I'm leaving. I'm not bringing a character back. I'm just going to the bathroom.
Okay. I have to pee too, though. But yeah, I don't know. Language is so interesting, and like it really is. Like it's just like a grunt that we have given meaning to.
Mm-hmm. And you know, whenever it's like when you're getting bullied, you know, this is a weird thing. There's like when you're getting bullied, if you can take the power out of it by like not giving it power. Like, if you just don't let it bother you and you like laugh with it, or just like if you take the power out of it, then they'll stop. But
yeah, that's like in like movies. Like I feel like it's like an old method of thinking where it's like, oh, you're getting bullied, like laugh with them. The moment you start laughing with them, like they stop.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think that that's an old way of thinking though, because like I think like if someone's bullying someone, like
it should stop.
The solution is like they're wrong, not like, oh, just laugh with them.
Yeah, I think that like doing like laughing with them is like what you would do on a smaller scale, like person to person. But like the reason like you can't just take the power out of the N-word because it's such on a bigger scale, and it's like a lot more nuanced and entrenched. It's like person to person. It's like, yes, the bully's wrong, but like the route to changing him is just not gonna happen. Like it's like might not even be worth. Like, it's like a person by person thing. But on this way, it's like trying to change an entire like way of thinking. Like that's why we have to take measures.
Yeah.
To like ban the N-word shouldn't be said, and it's like that makes sense. But like whenever you're being bullied by somebody, you take the power out of it by just.
Well, I'm like a firm like I believe that there like shouldn't be words that were like, oh, that shouldn't be said.
Mm-hmm.
I think that like the judgment should remain like with the person that's speaking. So it's like, I, Joey, don't say the N-word. You know, it's not like the N-word is banned by any means. Like any of us could drop the N-word right now, but we choose not to because like we don't use that word.
Yeah.
And I think that that's where the power comes from is like, you know, like we give the N-word that power. Like that's a word I don't use.
That's like saying goddamn. Like you won't say goddamn more than likely.
Yeah, I don't say that.
Exactly. Like it is just like saying the for me. Like any minor inconvenience that happens to me, I go god damn it.
Yeah, that's a good example because like there's one of us on the podcast. Like I do not say GD, but like you guys, I don't know if you do.
No, I say.
It means absolutely nothing to me to say god damn it.
Yeah,
I say it a lot.
I say god fucking damn it a lot. I don't know if that's worse or if that's...
But also, it's not even me being like, it's like my intention by saying God damn it is not like God. Like I'm not even thinking about God. It's literally now it's just like something I say. Yeah. It's like there's no godly connotation to it at all. I'm not even thinking about religion. It's just like
every word has the weight that we decide to give it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like,
and that's an interesting take. Like, I mean, when you say GD, you're not actually like. You don't say
I'm not
it
cursing
and
God.
You're like, I'm going to curse God right now. Yeah, like you said, you're not cursing God. So, like, at what point, like, because I don't judge you for saying it. I choose not to, the same way I choose not to say the N-word.
I don't judge you for not saying it.
Like, it's just one of those words. Or phrases, I guess. GD is a phrase instead of a word. But, like, it's just something I don't say. But, like, also, like, I don't think you're an awful person because... I don't know. I know that like when you say GD, it's the same as you say. Honestly, it's the same as you saying "damn it." Like I'll say "damn it," and like GD is just like
damn it.
a little bit more emotion behind the "damn it."
Yeah. I just like dragging out, God fucking damn it.
God dang.
It's like anything. Like I drop a piece of paper and then
Yeah.
fuck me.
Well, yeah, and then there's like I mean, my dad, he won't say like, "Oh my God,"
Really?
like he won't even say that, or like, "Oh Jesus Christ," you know, like
I
those kinds of words.
And when I lived in Florida, like my family is not religious at all, but I remember I started saying Jesus, like Jesus. My dad's like, you should just say G. I'm like, oh, G. And then
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna say Jesus.
Well, but also like,
like long phrases.
I don't think there's anything wrong with you for saying, "Oh Jesus," but like, I mean, like that's like a good way of like navigating.
See, I usually say Jesus fucking Christ, so that's fine. Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But like, I feel like saying like gee, that's like a good way of navigating.
That's
like,
like what children in the 30s said.
Yeah,
G.
you're
Come
never
on,
gonna
Pa.
offend anyone by saying gee.
Yeah. Jesus, you might offend like some people.
Yeah, I mean like someone who's more,
Jesus
like-
fucking Christ, you probably offend a few people.
Yeah, I mean you're
Fuck
definitely
Jesus.
gonna offend someone by saying
Oh,
that.
fucking Christ. Come on.
Fuck
Yeah.
my ass.
I say fuck me in the ass.
When I was a kid, I used to, whenever I was like yelling at video games, I would be like, "Fuck my ass." My
You're
parents,
just inviting pedophiles
you
to
know, my
come.
parents would be. My mom was like, "I do not like the words you're saying in there. I can hear everything you say." I don't know why I thought that door just blocked out. It was like soundproof.
We all did.
Yeah. I'm to
I
the point
can
where
remember
I'll
you saying
swear in
that.
front of my parents, like, be like, oh, that was a real shitty
Oh,
something
yeah.
or another.
They don't care anymore.
Like, when I hang out with my cousins who have small children, like, they will all cuss and I will cuss in front of the kids. And one of their like 5-year-old said, like, what the hell? The other, like on Christmas Eve, we were all like, uh-oh.
It's begun.
He said something. And we all were like bad because we all laughed at it, which is like the thing that says
Yeah.
tells kids like, you should say that again.
Yeah.
You'll get a good laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. Shit. Damn.
Bitch.
Yeah, I'm Shaq West.
It's something big, Mitchell.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know, something stupid.
Yeah, I think I was just gonna ask how y'all's like.
You guys like the Hawks?
The Hawks did score
Oh, there we go.
the most points in a first half ever for their franchise in their first game the other day.
What
Today?
What were you
Yeah,
gonna say if
the
we
other day.
liked? I don't want to talk about the Hawks.
I was just gonna ask if y'all had a good like Christmas with your family, like a good week, not just Christmas Day, like what you get, but was it a good weekend? Was it a good time with the family?
Yeah,
Sight.
Yeah.
it was good.
Who comes over? You guys still have family Christmases?
I mean, my sister came over, and Tommy's in town.
I saw Tommy on the way in.
Yeah,
He's going to cash in a lottery ticket.
he waves people in. We always get lottery tickets in our stocking.
Yeah. He said he won 25.
Yeah, he did.
Did you
That's
win anything?
I
nice.
didn't win anything. Rat bastard. And then on Christmas Eve, went over to my cousin's house and saw the child who swears.
I imagine
He's a
just
good boy.
he like smokes and he's like.
He does. I
Very
gave him
adult-like.
poppers. He
Oh
loved
my
them.
God. How much negatively affecting
Oh,
poppers would
shit.
have on a like adolescent brain.
We did a like a dirty Santa white elephant, whatever, and I brought a pocket knife that I wrapped up with the intentions of him getting it since he's a 5-year-old, and it was pretty hilarious because I think like at the point. Like all the gifts were gone, and the person who picked it like was able to steal, and they stole mine. So I took his, and so he had to take the thing that I brought. Which, in hindsight, I wrapped it in a rag because I didn't really
Yeah.
care. I should have wrapped it real nice so he would want it because he was like, "I don't want it because it's in a rag." I'm like, "But you should take this because it's a fucking knife." But then he ended up getting the knife, and his mom was very upset, and then she took it from him.
That's funny.
But giving children knives is funny.
It is funny.
Because they're just things I can get whenever I want. I can get a knife easy.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was like in elementary school, I wanted a knife so bad.
Yeah.
And then my
Yeah.
parents got me one when I was in like 4th or 5th grade, like for my birthday, like a pocket knife. I was
And
like,
you were
hell yeah.
lit.
I was
Yeah.
Were you like
lit.
whittling some wood?
I
and shit?
was. Whittling meaning just taking the
Yeah.
bark off of branches.
That reminds me, I have like hundreds of knives in my garage that
Hundreds?
all literally hundreds
Really?
because my mom was part of a quail shoot at the beginning of quarantine.
Oh.
And all the knives have like advanced disposal on the handle.
I want an advanced disposal knife.
And I'll get you one
All
because we
right.
literally have hundreds in our garage.
of knives.
Yeah. And they're nice though. They're like the size of this can,
Really?
and they're like the ones where you like press the back and it flips out, and it's
Ooh.
like that long.
Wow.
Like it's
Jesus.
a big knife.
I'll take an advanced
If you got
disposal.
a- I mean, if you got
I'll
a-
make sure
a
y'all.
sponsored blade.
I'll make sure both of y'all get one.
All right, that's all I ask. All I ask is that I get things from my friendship with you.
Yeah.
Whenever I was a kid, I asked my dad if we could have a pocket knife,
Mm.
and he was like, "I'm fine with it, but ask your mother." And I didn't ask my mom.
Ooh, and she said yeah.
We had pocket knives, and we're like, I was asking if I could keep it because it was
Ah.
like one of those things, and I didn't ask my mom, and I was playing with it all day. Later on that day, my dad comes in, takes it, and he's like, "You never asked your mom."
Oh.
Took it.
Ooh,
Hurt
big
me.
time.
I remember as soon as I got my pocket knife,
Hurt
had,
me.
had a little saw on it, and it had like 2 knives, and would take I'd saw a little like tiny like branch down and like whittle it off, and then would stick fight with it.
Mm-hmm.
There was one stick. I don't know what kind of tree. It was like more of a bush that I got it from, but Tommy like made his like out of like a small oak that he cut down or like small tree, and like his broke many times. Mine never broke. That's some sturdy wood I had. But stick fighting was by far my favorite thing. I had lightsabers before sticks, but like any kind of like fighting with a weapon was my type of shit when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Dude, how fun was like just playing with your imagination as a kid,
Oh
It's
yeah.
awesome.
being outside with friends and fucking playing Lord of the Rings or some bullshit.
It's like me and Tommy made this whole like we watched A Knight's Tale, which is a good
Mhm.
movie, a bunch of times, and we would hold trash can lids and then would joust with sticks. And we had like whole rules like if you drop your shield needed that. If you drop your shield, the other person gets 2 points. If you drop your stick, the person gets 1 point. And if you get knocked over, the other person gets 5 points. And we just run at each other with fucking like spears, like jousting. And it was very fun. And after that, we did like stick fight and stuff.
oh yeah.
We set up like this is when I was in, like late middle school, early high school. Like I had a bow, and we took the heads off the arrows and wrapped rags around it, and then like would do that and
That's fun.
like shoot each other with rags and
Yeah.
like have shields and swords, and we would LARP, and that shit was really fun.
That
Intern
is
Mike,
fun.
your mic's right there. If you want to chime, no, you won't. I was just talking about how we used to joust after watching A Knight's Tale. Oh shit, he brought the dog. Hey dog.
Rosie.
LARPing with sticks is how we have scars all over our fingers too. Why I
Very
have
cool.
scars? You have some. I have way more scars on my fingers from you slapping my hand.
I don't hear Tommy's
Nice.
mic.
Interns, Mike.
Can you see this dog in frame? Maybe. All right, you're free to go. Yeah, you're in.
He's in.
Excellent.
Welcome, intern.
Mitchell's girlfriend just got in here.
Yeah. She's a bitch.
Mitchell makes my dog come every single time he's with her, so it's weird.
There was that one time. I don't know what came over Rosie.
She
I don't know if it. I don't know.
straight up came.
Yeah.
It was weird,
Yeah.
but
She's freaking out.
What?
Mitchell made my dog come. We won't get into
Yeah, we're not
specifics or how it happened. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she
And
was like,
she-
"Don't go."
And she just like
No.
squatted and just
And
fucking.
Mitchell kissed her, and
I did not.
and she came,
I did not.
just like dogs have been known to do. What'd you get for Christmas, intern?
I got a nice keyboard, a nice mouse.
How's your PS4? Is it still broken?
Yeah, it's still pretty broken. I need to call Sony.
What happens? What's wrong?
He spilled milk on it.
No, you did not. It's like the worst thing.
No, it just turns on with a flashing blue light.
Ah.
It's not supposed to do that, and it doesn't like register with the TV, so nothing comes up.
And he got a new game too.
We got Assassin's Creed
Valhalla. I want to get that game actually.
I'm playing it right now.
It seems very
Very
fun.
fun.
Will you spoil something for me? I don't really want to play.
You killed Dag
Oh,
during the game.
you killed Dag. He's one of the main characters.
No.
He's your brother.
Shit, that actually is a huge spoiler. Like,
Thank you. That's fine with me.
if you start playing it, you'll immediately know who I'm talking about.
Why would you do that?
I asked
said-
him to.
I just
Spoils
said
that.
I want to play the game.
I asked him for a spoiler. He's being a good friend by telling me.
I responded to Tony, and I didn't think about who was
So
in
you
the
killed
room.
Dag.
Yeah,
Damn it.
it's not that big of a deal. It's first half of the game.
It's right.
It probably marks getting to the like
Get ready to kill
40% of the game.
I'm glad I asked the question.
I had that thing loaded up too. I knew what I was spoiling.
You knew what you were gonna spoil off the bat.
Because you hate Dag. Dag's a bitch.
I hate Dag
He's
too.
an absolute bitch, and you finally get this.
Give me another one. Give me another one.
No.
Faravid's a traitor.
Why?
I knew it. I knew Faravid would be a traitor.
Why would you do this?
Faravid is
You're
a
gonna
traitor.
forget that one. You're gonna forget that one.
Faravid is a traitor.
What?
Faravid is a traitor. Faravid is a traitor. You can't even look at me because you have headphones on that will tell you what I'm saying. Faravid is a traitor.
Just doing that makes me hear better.
One more. Give me one more.
Dude, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch as hard as I can.
That's fine.
I'm gonna punch as hard as I can.
I'm fine with that.
I have to pee so bad.
Okay, just
I would
just-
literally
just tell
pee
me-
if Mitchell
tell me.
did
I'm gonna
that.
punch as hard
Come
as I
on,
can.
come on,
Can I
Joey.
go to the bathroom?
Come on,
no,
Joey.
if you tell
Come
him,
on, Joey. Just tell me.
if you
Just
tell him, I'm
tell
gonna
me.
punch as hard as I can.
I'm
this
not
time.
saying
One more
a damn
spoiler.
word.
One
I'm
more
not saying a
spoiler.
word.
Tell him another
Okay, here,
spoiler.
just whisper it.
If you
Whisper.
whisper, it's on the mic. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Microphone's off.
Okay. How do you feel about the How do you feel about the allegations? Here, just whisper it to me. Whisper it to me.
No,
Here, in my ear. In my ear.
I really do have to pee so
Yeah,
bad.
whisper it in my ear.
I'm so scared right now.
In my ear.
If I hear it, Joe.
Mitchell's not listening.
I'm not gonna.
Mitchell's
Literally, I would pee if Mitchell punched me. in
He's
the
not
stomach right
listening.
now.
If I hear it,
Just tell me he's not listening.
if I hear it,
Get up, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here.
Oh, Faravid is a traitor.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, Joey's gone. I don't know how long we have on. Tom, the camera's dead. Might as well just end it right here. And thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Zesty Podcast. My name
The
is, of course,
son of the
Tony Shire.
Viking you kill at the beginning is still alive. He's still alive.
And we'll see you on the next one.